All right, we are being recorded. What do you want to talk about, Novacito?
That's a very good question, Renifer. Uh,
You immediately call me Renifer. Oh my
Hey,
God.
Renifer.
Yeah, see, now that we're recording and we just like primed ourselves to actually do the show, we're just kind of like,
Yeah,
what do we say? Well, in the
that happens to me all the time, though. Like, if people ask me, like, even if somebody, I think I've said this before, I probably have, but I'm gonna say it again. People will be like, oh, hey, like, can you sing? And I'm like, yeah, I can kind of sing. Like, I have a decent voice. They're like, okay, sing something. And, I'm like, okay, well, what do you want me to sing? And, like, as soon as they say, like, well, pick a song that you like. I suddenly forget every single song that I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, that's it. It's empty. Like,
I think for me it's kind of like once there's that casual, once I know someone's watching and I have to like move things around, I can't just like type to people while I'm talking to you. It's kind of
right.
like, this is weird.
Yeah, I mean, I have performance anxiety, so that's just a general thing, but
There's nothing to perform though, 'cause
I
like,
know, but it's still just kind of like, oh my God, people are watching me
but they're
or
not
like
actually
listening to me.
watching you,
I
'cause
know.
it'll happen later on after the fact, and that's
Probably,
why we
yeah.
wanted to talk about something important. And then when there's people talking to us, like there's chatter happening,
Right,
it
yeah.
helps us anchor back into the actual conversation. Like, oh yeah, they came here for this topic. Let's circle back
Yeah.
into that.
Right. Or like we said something and somebody was interested, so like yeah, let's touch back upon that. Whatever.
Yeah, or like,
Yeah.
I'll start doing hand gestures, which you can't see right now because we're not doing video. And if we did video,
Right.
I could do video if you wanted me to.
I mean, like, are you recording with video or are we just
I'm
gonna?
recording, like, my webcam's already activated. It's doing my green, like the green flower screen, and I have Discord, which shows my circle with the frickin' Xingqiu, and then it shows
I
your
love
rabbit
Shang-Chi.
icon. But it doesn't show our text,
Yeah.
because I hid it. Like, I knew how to manipulate the
Unfunny.
window to hide it so that it's only showing our circles and the fact that we have the red X button to close a call.
Like, if we wanted to see each other, we could probably do that. Like, so that it's recording our voices, but like we could still see each other.
But then it'll show that on the recording as well,
Oh, that sucks.
which would make it harder for us to transcribe. But we can do that because then we can just make stupid faces the entire time and be like, "That's the
Oh my God, my
podcast."
expressions are wild. I don't know if you've actually seen my array of expressions, but
I have not because
I make
usually
a
I
lot of
have
faces.
webcam off and it's easier for me to do stuff. Because otherwise, I'm kind of just like
Yeah.
turning all over the place, spinning around, looking for my younger siblings' fidget cube. Because then if I start stimming, then it helps me focus.
Oh my God, stimming is so good.
Yeah, like I'm grabbing my pen and I'm just kind of like I'm gonna do the thing, the click clack
Clicky
clack.
clicky, clickety clack.
I even like told my one of my former employers, I was like, do you mind like getting me a fidget cube? Can I like expense that? And he's like, how much shit do I have to buy you before you can focus? I'm just like, well,
That's a really good question, buddy.
I wish I knew because I thought it made sense to have a case to protect the company's laptop that they lent me. Like I thought that was just a
Yeah.
fair thing. And I was like, oh wait a minute, fidget cube, because I'm stimming to cope with all the stress of being in this environment, being the
Right,
only AFAB
yeah.
person in this environment.
Yeah.
And you can even hear it like in my voice raising, like I'm just like thinking about it. The
Yeah, and that's stressing you out
stress.
just thinking about it.
Right, because I had panic attacks in the office in Silicon
Right.
Valley. And I'm
Was
saying
this
that
the
so that people
office
know.
that you were working in when
The
I first
one
met you?
the one before I was hospitalized.
Oh, okay, this is back a while ago
Yeah, like
then.
way, way, way back. So
Yeah, yeah,
that was the
yeah.
thing that happened.
Right. Oh my goodness.
And people who are in it, they're like, yeah, I did my 1 month. And I'm just like, no, you don't understand. I had panic attacks because I was trying to boot camp work. Because you know how like I had to
R-
boot camp learning programming in like
r-
3 months?
Right.
I tried to boot camp in a month, trying to pick up
Oh.
everything for an established startup that had a bunch of people, but I was the only person on a three-person team, and our senior member left in 2 weeks. So, of course, that's my experience with tech, and I just assume every tech experience is like that, so I've been bitter ever since. because I'm
Oh yeah,
traumatized.
yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
traumatized by
It's
Silicon
yeah.
Valley.
Well, I mean, it's Silicon Valley,
It's
so.
Silicon Valley. Halt and Catch Fire. That's the name of an old show that a doctor recommended to me because she said to me, "You remind me of the protagonist from *Halt and Catch Fire.'" And I was just like, I don't know what that means or whether or not I should take that as a compliment, but thank you very
Is that a
much.
compliment or an insult?
This is the same doctor who came from corporate, and this is the same doctor who, when I was spelling her name, I couldn't think of a P word, so I said pig. So that
Pig.
sounds like was that an insult? And it's like it was completely just me flubbing. It's like, like N for Nancy, A for apple, P for
Yeah,
pig. It was like, oh, I wish I could just like
yeah.
undo in real life. So I got really good at my
I'm so
improv
used
skills.
to P for Peter when it comes to like spelling things because like with my last name, there's a P in it, and like my mom, whenever she would like be on the phone like and spelling out the last name,
Hmm.
it was always just like P is in Peter. So like in my brain, it's just kind of permanently there, just like P is in Peter.
Even the way she says
My mom's, my if you ever like heard me in like a professional call, my not my public service, my oh my goodness. When
yes.
you're a receptionist, what's that called?
Front desk?
No, but like the customer service. My customer service voice. There we go.
Ah,
Is basically an imitation of my mother's customer service voice because that's how she answered all her phone calls growing up because she worked when I was younger.
I see.
Um, and so like she always just had this voice, and so my tone and my voice mimics the way that she did it because that was what I grew up with. That's what I was familiar with. So it's just kind of like, oh, hello.
Yeah, like when I'm in a professional setting, I try to imitate my mother the most that I can because I'm so
Right,
used to, and she continues to work in what is like a form of customer service.
right.
But
Your mom does like accounting or something, right?
she is a certified public accountant, yes.
Right, yeah. So yeah, she works with people and she has
Hmm.
to, manage that and
And
interactions
she
and
likes to
whatnot.
say that her education, her exams were harder than the bar exam, and I'm just like, damn, mom, that's a flex.
Damn,
That's a
that's
flex right there. That's
intense.
fighting words.
Ooh. Well, I mean, it's a lot of math. I mean, it's freaking accounting.
It's not the math part. She was an economics major. It's
Oh my
the
God,
she was a
economics is, oof.
stockbroker actually.
Oh wow,
She was
oh
a
my goodness.
stockbroker before, and then she went back to school to do accounting and get her CPA.
Wow.
That's why
Wow.
I'm
Good for
like,
her.
that's why I'm like, look at what I'm doing. Look at all I'm doing. I'm going back to school
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Damn, I went faster than you did, and now I'm like, crazy.
Yeah, you're ambitious.
I am very ambitious. I am a
You
bit too
are.
ambitious.
Like it's like I don't know. I like on one hand I admire your intensity and like your ambition and I'm just like, wow, like you're such a like a get good
Gotta
like
get
get go
good.
person. You want to go, you're going to do it. Like and then on the other hand, I'm just kind of like as your friend and just because of who I am as a person, I'm just like, Ren, slow down. Ren,
I know. Everybody's
Ren,
like,
your
did you
stress
sleep?
levels, Ren.
Your stress level is red.
Because one of the first things you said to me, like when we started talking again, was like, I realized that I need to sleep more, and so now I'm just kind of like, Ren, did you sleep?
Um, I did sleep. I slept so
Good
well I
deal.
had a nightmare and I remembered the nightmare.
Oh, I hate that.
I haven't had a nightmare in years that I remembered.
I'm such a baby, but maybe it's because my nightmares are really, really like horrific. But whenever like when I started different meds or I had to try different meds or whatever, and they gave me nightmares, I would immediately stop the medication because I couldn't handle it. Like my nightmares are just like really, really awful. So
Yeah,
I just will I'll be like, nope.
for me, it's more so my nightmares were so bad I just don't sleep, period. But then I had a
Right,
nightmare and then I
right.
realized, oh, my nightmare was just my mother selling our childhood home. Okay, that's I can manage that.
That happens sometimes.
That's grounded in reality. That's a fear grounded in
Yeah,
reality. I'm okay with this nightmare. I'm just like,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
I'm still in this house. I am grateful for my day.
I am literally in this house right now.
Yeah. So that's why I go really, 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 really hard because I can't handle horror games because that thrill, that like the
Yeah.
G-force of feeling my own heartbeat racing and being all like,
Right.
it's not good for me.
That like okay, when I first started stimulants for the ADHD, so this is like a forewarning that you might not be a good candidate for stimulants, or like that they'd have to be careful with you with stimulants. But when I was first starting stimulants, I have a very like low um normal heartbeat. My normal heartbeat is it's on the low side, like it just that's just my heart rate.
Oh yeah, mine's like,
But when I
mhm.
took the stimulants, it makes my heart beat faster.
One second,
And
one second. I got someone coming from
oh
the door. What's up? You're asking about lunch right now? It's 10:37. Did you want to go out to get, I mean, is there food downstairs? Did you want to cook? Or are you asking if we go to the store? Oh, you're asking me which choice is best. Okay, it's a reminder for me to get my brother lunch. Um,
yes, good. Think about that for
yes, we're
sure.
gonna think about that. Okay. Probably going to make just eggs because that's easy and simple.
Eggs are so
Eggs
good.
are so good.
I fucking love
Too. I love
eggs.
like Tapatio and like Tabasco on my
Yeah.
eggs. Just like spice it up a
Ooh.
bit. Ooh.
I like to put egg on rye toast.
That sounds so good. I love rye toast.
It's
I need
so good.
carbs
Rye
in my
toast is
life.
so
Oh my
good.
gosh.
Rye is like one of like my favorite breads.
Same though. I need to
Yeah.
I'm gonna just text the other sibling and be like, "Yo, can you pick up rye bread?"
Yeah, pick up some rye bread.
Oh god. I made a really stupid joke on Twitter. It says,
Oh
E-Cloud,
boy.
I give you despair. E-Cloud, he looks like he belongs on Project Runway.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, yes, this is the podcast. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folk. We are going to we are going
We're gonna
to
figure out what Ren and family are going to have for lunch. It's probably going to be eggs on right.
yes. That'll probably make it into the final cut because that is like ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum. We'll add music to back it, and then it'll be funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for now, we just have the what we call the raw audio.
Raw audio.
So we have the mix so that it catches you through Discord. I see that going. I don't know if the track is going to be retained or if it's all separated out. I probably should have done that before I started recording it.
It's okay. This could be a test run if anything.
It is a test run, and then we're just gonna like toss it on YouTube as is because why the hell not? Then we can
Yeah.
try it on YouTube Editor. That's the fun part of this, in that we created the content completely of our own volition, and we did it, and it's
Mhm.
10:40, and we got so much time left on our hands, and
It's
I'm,
140 here.
oh my god. You know, most people, they just go on YouTube and watch videos about how to make stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
it makes sense to do it that way, to just like read up as much as you can, do all the research, and then just execute it. But there's
Right.
going to be mistakes, right? You need a growth mindset. You have to keep iterating upon your process, which is why
Right.
we do it this way. And we're like, who cares?
Yeah, we're gonna like free ball it the first time and then figure it out as we go because that's just how we are
Exactly.
as people.
Yeah. And then I think that again goes into the whole idea of having a growth mindset where you
Mhm.
change, you iterate your process, and then you have that pride of knowing I did it all on my own. I didn't go hunting for like a bajillion resources before I tried. We just try.
Right.
If you
Yeah.
have the courage to try, you'll get so far in life. I guarantee
Yeah.
it. Men's Warehouse, jingle jangle.
On the flip side though, like going and finding resources to learn how to do things, like that's it's still growing. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
still definitely
Exactly.
growth and it's seeking things out to better you. Like I've seen, especially like with drawing and stuff, like suggestions where it's like, okay, like try to draw the thing like that you've never drawn before, that you think you know how to draw. Draw it. okay, now go find a reference and now try and draw it again using the reference, and then you'll give it one more go. Now that you use the reference, try and draw it again based like just from memory, and just like look at them side by side. Like this is
Hmm.
what I thought it was. This is what it is based on a reference, and this is like how I conceptualize it now.
It's really cool how that works because then you see the progress right there, like a snapshot of
Right,
it in
yeah.
front of you, and you're
And
just
it
like,
kind of
I've
gives
done
that
things.
gratification. Yeah, you get that little bit of like gratification and like that little reward signal. Like you get some free dopamine from your brain, just like, ow.
And now you have gamified your own brain. Congratulations.
Mm,
Da
you did
da
it.
da 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 bum, I'm dancing on camera. This is really embarrassing. Goodbye.
I can't even see you. That's the funny part.
You can't see me, but like it's on there on the video because then it's. Oh, does this mean I have to credit the person who drew this Xingqiu?
Probably.
I'm gonna have to hunt down that image. I think I tossed it in the server in the art section, so I should
You
at least
might
have the
have.
original tweet. We have the original
Right.
tweet, so then we know that much.
I'm
Um,
not crediting the person who took a picture of this bunny.
it's probably not even their photo.
Yeah,
Or like
yeah,
their rabbit,
probably
you know?
not.
It's like maybe it's their friend's pet.
Yeah.
Then how do you navigate that sticky mess?
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this rabbit was part of a litter of rabbits that was for sale here in New Jersey that I had, like, because I was looking at like rabbits like online, like window
Uh-huh.
shopping for rabbits, and I'm pretty sure that's what she was from. And I was just like, oh my god, look at this big ear baby, she's fluffy, and I was like, yeah, this one. Have you seen her? Now you have.
Gosh, it's so weird to like see people in real life for the first time instead of like doing the FaceTime all the time and being like, you're a
Right,
human
yeah.
being. I see you. We are now having a conversation.
I
Things are
have to acknowledge the
awkward.
fact that you have a physical form while acknowledging the fact that you're acknowledging that I have a physical form, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Do not perceive us.
And do
Do
not
not
perceive us.
perceive us. um, yeah, let me check the time on this one. This was only 17 minutes of us just filling the silence.
Yeah,
It
I
felt
mean, that's
much
what we're good at.
longer, to
It
be
does
honest
feel
with
like.
you. Do you want to call this the cut? Because like most people, they just do like a 15-minute thing and that's like their show. We
Really?
just talked about a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, we did. We just kind of talked
So now we
around
know we
things.
can go on much further than this, and we have like a good buffer of material for us just being
Yeah,
us. So why don't we go ahead
yeah.
and stop the recording here, and then we can go edit it. We'll just put it on YouTube and be like, this is our first take. Yeah!
It's just our pilot. Like, this is our test.
Da 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 da, and stop. Are you sure you want to stop recording? Yes.